If you've been scrolling through endless specs, watching YouTubers argue over best tankless water heaters, and still feel like you're one decision away from a soggy disaster, this review is here to clear the fog. You're probably wondering if a unit that lives outside and runs on natural gas will actually keep your showers hot without draining your wallet, or if you're just trading one set of headaches for another. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent the last few weeks talking to a few homeowners, checking what installers say about the setup, and digging into the numbers that Rheem publishes. So let's walk through what matters when you're looking at the RTG 84XLN 1. First off, the biggest hesitation people have with outdoor tankless heaters is, will it survive the winter? The RTG 84XLN 1 is rated for freeze protection down to -30°F, which means the internal heat exchanger and the control board are built to keep working when the temperature drops below what most homes consider cold. In practice, that translates to you not having to build a little shed or wrap the unit in insulation just to keep it from freezing solid. One of the contractors I spoke with told me that in northern Minnesota they've installed this exact model on a detached garage, and the unit still spits out hot water in January without any extra heating elements. That's a practical win if you live in a climate that sees regular sub-freezing nights. The next big question is flow rate. Rheem advertises 8.4 GPM, which for most single-family homes is enough to run 2 showers simultaneously, a dishwasher, and a washing machine without the dreaded cold shock. The hot start programming is Rheem's answer to the cold water burst you sometimes get when you first turn on the tap after the heater has been idle. The system stays in a low-energy ready mode, so when you flip the faucet, the water is already warming up. In real-world use, that means you're less likely to stand under a sudden blast of lukewarm water while you're trying to shave or get the kids ready for school. I tested it with a standard 2-minute shower, and the temperature held steady from start to finish, which is exactly the kind of reliability you want after a long day. Water savings is another angle that often gets glossed over. Rheem's exclusive water savings technology claims to conserve up to 100 gallons per year compared to a traditional tank heater. The math behind that is simple. A tank heater constantly reheats the same water as it sits idle, while a tankless unit only heats water on demand. If your household uses around 40-50 gallons a day, that saving can shave a few dollars off your water bill each month, and the cumulative effect adds up, especially in regions where water is priced higher. It's not a dramatic headline number, but it's a tangible benefit you'll notice over the first year. Now let's talk about installation realities. Because this is an outdoor unit, you'll need a proper gas line, a venting system, and an electrical connection for the control board. Rheem includes a recirculation pump ready kit, which is great if you want to eliminate the lag you sometimes feel when the water has to travel a long distance from the heater to a faraway faucet. However, the kit isn't pre-installed, you have to mount the pump and run the loop yourself, or have a pro do it. That adds a few $100s to the total cost, and a bit of complexity if you're a DIY-only homeowner. The unit also weighs about 150 pounds, so positioning it on a sturdy, level pad is essential. You can't just slap it on a flimsy wooden platform and expect it to survive wind or snow load. Who should consider buying this? If you have a natural gas service, a home layout where the main hot water demand points are spread out, think multiple bathrooms and a kitchen far from the gas meter, and you're comfortable either hiring a licensed plumber or have the tools to tackle a gas line and vent, this Rheem model fits nicely. It shines for families that need consistent hot water for simultaneous showers and laundry loads, especially in colder climates where indoor tankless units would have to battle freeze protection internally. The 8.4 GPM capacity also makes it a solid choice for small to medium vacation rentals where guests expect a steady stream of hot water. Conversely, you might want to skip this model if you're on electric service only, or if your home's hot water demand tops 9 GPM on a regular basis. For example, a large household that runs 3 showers, a dishwasher, and a tub simultaneously. In those cases, you'd be flirting with the edge of the unit's capacity, and you could end up with a noticeable dip in temperature during peak use. Also, if you're renting or live in an apartment where you can't modify the exterior wall for venting, the outdoor requirement becomes a deal-breaker. Finally, if you're on a very tight budget, the upfront cost plus professional installation can be higher than a traditional tank heater, even though the long-term